into it, man.
Yeah, you gotta go into it.
Ooh, doo, doo, doo.
Alright, don't fucking be
Doki
cringe now. Right? If
Doki.
you be cringe, I'm gonna kill you, and you don't want that. That's bad.
I forgot which one I had. Three.
Hey, excuse me?
I made three.
3 what? 3 what?
I made save data is alright. Where's my water? I need my water. I need water.
Now you're just embarrassing yourself here. You can see. You can't stop. You can't stop, but smile.
Okay, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. I forgot what I named myself.
What did you name yourself?
Mika Tarukito.
Sorry, what the fuck did you just say again? My ears just...
I named myself Miku Tarukito.
Sniper, do we gotta talk about your fucking whatever the fuck you do? That's a little like.
Okay, I'm gonna call myself Mika. Okay.
Mika, what the fuck?
Wait, you want me to name myself Taru?
Calvin, why can't you just like do your
no,
name? No,
okay, I'll just name myself Jeff. Okay.
Your mama was way okay.
Okay. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I wanna kill myself.
Yeah, how do you think I fucking felt doing the whole
I'm just still not used.
Fuck you.
I'm still not used to you being in the club. That's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh?
I'll eat your ass.
That's not like you at all. No, I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why?
Is it live streaming this actually?
All of the
no fucking way.
All of a sudden, no reason, really.
Oh, I can't say anything.
I just wanted to look at it.
No.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
Spillage.
I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair.
Whoa, wait, is she transparent? Wait, what?
How did you even know? It's simple.
Man.
If you had enough money in the first place, you have bought a snack before coming in the club room. So either you're not hungry, or want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. A what? I give up.
Hey.
Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
And?
Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? You didn't notice that she was listening in?
Dumb fuck.
Fuck you!
That is not a giggle.
Fuck you!
Not a giggle. You gotta giggle like a Japanese schoolgirl.
Hey, this is my broadcast, my rules, okay?
Hey,
did I fucking ask? No, I don't think I did that.
And her face is in her book, as always. Wait, what?
I think you'd say,
what the fuck? Yeah, I'm illiterate.
Oh, you're illiterate. Oh wow, it took you.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yori, tell Mika to lend me some money. Let me borrow some money. What the fuck? Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischief little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Bitch.
Did I just? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. You.
Poor. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. What I meant to say was Baba Booey.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's fun. It's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though.
Totally,
I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution.
Revolution?
That.
I was about to say French Revolution.
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's still a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you.
What kind of fucking was that? What the fuck?
I'm doing the Vanoss laugh. Fuck you. I'm doing the Vanoss laugh. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But...
I thought you were gonna say like, Vanoss knows what you're doing.
No, Vanoss, fuck you. But love you.
What?
You wouldn't have come here for the cupcakes.
Go.
So if I had to trick Natsuki into making them, come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Nut?
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Pwah! Cat! Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Hahaha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Mmm. Sayori silently claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Could I try? Jeez.
No.
Beggars can't be choosers.
No, fuck you.
But yours is chocolate. Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Ha ha ha. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it.
Fuck.
Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Ooh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Yes.
Yes. Mouth full of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
You're such a bitch.
Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the classroom. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either.
Fuck.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
I thought I killed.
Of course she's okay.
A fucking grenade.
She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Dick. Alright, she probably... she probably had more desirable than she's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's not true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Monica's just a fucking tool, no?
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I was kind of lost track of time. It makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Huh? You want me to giggle?
You're like...
Don't giggle like a fucking Chinese little girl, because I would make a bunch of them scream on Halloween. So don't.
So you want me to laugh how I usually laugh, or as a girl voice? Okay, alright. I must not heard it. What?
Sniper will release his inner feminine side.
I expect you to put on the maid outfit.
I must not heard it since I was practicing piano.
Shut the fuck
Piano?
up! Actually, shut the fuck up.
I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't. Really?
You know what else I do? I play with my ball.
I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's cool. I don't remember asking.
Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Mika. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks.
I'll have to watch this.
So I didn't miss anything, did I? No. Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade.
Mischievous?
Shut the fuck up. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Hey, look, I struggled in English, and I was just go shut the fuck up.
You mean for real here, like on God, just like that?
On God, I suffered. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back at her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her cover of her book. It looks the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread it, some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious of how come you have two copies of the same book. Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. It is an ominous looking eye symbol on the corner of the cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Shit, my eyes hurt. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who comes in with her long lost younger sister. Oh shit, my fucking left eye. Ow. Okay. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
You know what else came
Yuri
from
gently
nowhere?
giggles all of Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mika? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. But just because those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goal or their own philosophy that they believe in. And then suddenly, when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they've made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling about it, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't think you need to worry. That's just because you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Illiterate club, right? Ah, that's true. In fact,
you're part of the illiterate club.
I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to.
You should read it, really.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to yours. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem to be a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. That's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone? I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. Do I smell food? How the fuck do I smell food? Alright, it's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking in her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you're really gonna apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then my book was more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way. So instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. fucker. Alright, Yuri makes her left arm hold the.
Oh my god!
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah. I do the same way with my right arm. The right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb, then flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. This is actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and the corner of my vision. Shit. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face, and our ears meet again. Oh shit, that actually scared the fuck out of me.
Differ.
I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the book before me, so I turn on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over the side of she catches. Well, oh my god, to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see.
Mannerism.
Yuri remains silent for a moment. Hey, wait, sorry. But Mika, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. What? Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. Ah. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's time that we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, I see. Wait, fuck! I read it out after reading.
Read.
Yeah, sorry.
Up, Hades. You're the fucking last person who's...
I read books
yeah,
at school, okay?
He makes a good point.
The constant reading out loud and doing this shit? No.
I have something to say. See, look, now he's dying.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down.
No.
I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of her thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you rather prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem first to? Who? Group vote here.
You know, in theory, it really doesn't matter, but I don't know.
Alright, I guessed randomly. Okay.
Not like in the end, you share it all. You share it with everyone. So.
Okay, I like this one, Mika. I like this one, Mika. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little bit too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't have lied to you, Mika. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then?
Wait, I got a question. I got a question.
Yes.
Is your character a guy or is it a girl? Because I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's a dude. A dude. Unless you want it, unless you want me to change the name to Taru, okay?
I don't what? No,
wait,
stop.
hold on. I got a question. Who did you name your character? Or what?
Mika Taru.
Mika Taru.
I don't know. I think it was because I saw this shit posted and it says use your name. It translated to like some different language, so I transferred to that fucking name. That name that popped up. That's basically my name, based off of what like this transcript said. It's really hard to explain. And then I decided I don't know what to name myself. I just put this shit in there. Okay. Oh, I skipped it. Oops. Okay. Hold up. Okay, well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. There. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Wait, neither. Fuck! Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind. I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice, happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Mika. I should go write that down then. Can you read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's
the fuck?
It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. A little ball of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger to pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Wait, there's more. Fuck. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I opened up.
No.
And in come my friends.
Kanye got nothing
And
on
they
them.
come and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically
leave me alone.
pulled them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading sometimes. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo.
Hey, is there anyone,
Echo. Inside my head.
Is there Echo in here? I'm Echo.
I'm Echo. Holy crap. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind that. I'm thinking too hard about it. Who the fuck is this on the right? The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sari always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one of those times. But seeing the passionate in her eyes, making it hard for me to see the pessimistic. Whoever's on the... Alright, Natsuki. I like your last one better. Huh? Really? Well, yeah. I can tell that you were a little more daring with this one. But you're not really good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy and add more meaning by just using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's over her heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through the BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Huh? Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Okay, let me put my chair up so I can see this. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I've heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Hold on, let me
forgot how much
down.
of a bitch she was.
Amy has a lot of friends. I've always seen her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Yeah, I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with something simpler and analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course not. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Sometimes that you're afraid.
What was that?
You're afraid if people find out they're made fun of or think less of you. But that's just because it makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people who really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. But I'm sure there are other people who can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Conveying emotions is important. But I like to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next to? Let's go Yuri. Okay. Let's see how you've written for today.
Are you okay?
Yuri I was burping. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Mika, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was just telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it makes me really happy. Are you saying that you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that?
Yeah, you're right.
Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Nah, she writes in cursive. How am I supposed to fucking read this? Fuck.
You don't know
the
how to
raccoon.
read cursive?
It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious as well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was so simple. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon nudge.
Yo, this bitch got some issues.
The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glintens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. A natural blood classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I could feed myself again. Did she just kill the fucking raccoon?
Fucking no.
Oh damn, bro.
Did it sound like it?
Yeah, I don't know. I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It has a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Oops. Writing the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my unusual hobbies. In those sort of things, I'm usually forced to keep it to myself, so I can sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Yeah. She's talking about how it doesn't matter what you're looking into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me.
I banged your mom.
After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hated myself. I have 4 to 5 people coming in here? What the hell? I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Sure.
Alright. Who should I show my poem next? Monica. Yay.
Yeah, show it to the psycho
Hi again,
bitch.
Mika.
Supersized bitch.
How's the writing going?
Ladies will get that.
Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. I want to share what you wrote for today. Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Mika. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It was really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
That's what she said.
It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectation low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Siri, she likes to use simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing the person to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuisances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm not sure if it's nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry. So much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, and I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Hold up. Where's my water? Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. I like this one. Like playing in a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing violently on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. It's the kind of thing playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how to operate your words to control change the mood of your poems. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really sure makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Yes, Hades.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to meet y'all because I'm in a boss right now and Yakuza 6 and the music is fire. So.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Alright.
The music is fire, dog. I'll fucking
So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Wait, Crofton, are you just looking at me play this, or are you just like actually playing a different game?
I have your thing pulled up here, but I have it very quiet because there's stream delay, and well, I don't want you to hear yourself over.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's true.
Right,
you never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if anyone could come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with very lasting preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more. What the fuck? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Siri has been working on posters. I've designed some pamphlets so we can give it out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us that we're actually going to we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. What the fuck? Who put that gold star? Syria hangs herself. Yep, I know. I know. You don't have to tell me twice.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Sorry, I'm hard.
Siri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't. You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. I remember that Natsuki and Yuri has never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot of people, it's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start performing and each put a good performance, then it would inspire others to do the same.
Continue.
Subscribe to the bro channel. And
Yo,
more people who perform,
Don't put in a plug right in the middle of
the
the
better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah!
literature, man.
It's about expressing your feelings.
Go back. Go back.
Mm.
You just said literature.
Ow,
Yes,
fuck.
I know.
Literature, man. Go back to like
Yeah, let
the
me look
7th
back.
grade.
Yeah, what literature is all about, yeah, of course.
Literature.
E-literature.
It's literature,
Being
not
intimate,
e-literature.
okay. Being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do.
No,
I know we all
shut the
do.
fuck up.
And all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem. And then I know you can do it.
Sounds like you're being held at a gunpoint.
Natsuki
dog.
and
You
Yuri
gotta
ranks
tell, like,
violence. Siri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Siri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Oh, you... Okay, fine. I guess I'll leave. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I didn't really have a choice. Ahaha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go? Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem that she has in mind of herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. In this something she's done before, or is she just simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has a tense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden? Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands. Keeping her head down, she walks up quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Sayori. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refuses to do it. Why is it suddenly she putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transfer into a sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse of a whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps herself back to reality and glances around as if she be wild even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give the recognition she deserves. It's not that we don't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. No, I'm down to only 2 views. No, I'm just kidding. Yuri, that was so good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops onto the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Wait, what the fuck? How am I supposed to say? Siri?
I'm not complaining. I had to improvise with that shit too.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
That's what she
try
said.
not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror and in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think of much. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori means when she says she likes my when she said she likes my poem. It's like I get to reach more deeply to someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Mika liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work as well as with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Mika. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Mika lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with the one I have wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Fuck. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my writing, it's kinda hard to put the energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities than it's more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki grudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... What? Why are you all looking at me? That's because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her soul attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it makes it surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if it's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just because of how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, and let's try to write the poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll continue planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. Wait, I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but... Oh shit. Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I guess I'll do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always getting home together like this. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, you guys. Wait, fuck. There's no you. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Mika, you don't have to say it. Whenever... Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori! Sorry, I was just spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was just thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... She fumbles her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home. Yuri asked to walk home with you, huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're the kind of person putting me on the spotlight here? Shit. Damn, what would I say? Fuck. Hades. Pick a number 1 or 2.
2. Wait!
You said 2.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, she's 2.
Okay, Sayori. Okay, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to be really going home. You always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Mika. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Yuri, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I really want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Crafted, would you like to speculate something? Okay. Alright, what do I like to... Secrecy. Forgive. Corrupted, am I actually supposed to try doing these poems, or should I just do something random?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
When you make the poems, do you actually, like, try in making stuff up?
Well,
or do you just randomly do it?
Sometimes I randomly did it, sometimes I just wanted to be a goofball. Just fucking sit there and dick around and stuff like that, yeah.
Alright, I just randomly picked mine. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again? Don't worry. I just walked in too. Okay, actually this is probably enough for today. You know what? We'll really read a little bit more until it reaches 1 hour and 30 minutes. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's been a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound like just a bit of Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's pretty specific to look forward to. Aw, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You? Of all people? Huh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by all of you people? Because it's right in your name. Mon, Ika. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all.
Says the N-word.
Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's at all. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Suri. I wave my hand at her in her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Oh. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you're way too much about me. I'm fine, see? Suri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worryingly glance at Suri before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should talk Monica to see if she knows anything about Suri recently. Maybe they've been preparing for the festival. They must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Mika, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little bit strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything with her? And what way do you mean? I mean, I've been reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something in her mind. I'm a bit surprised that I'm not the one asking you, Mika. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her, but this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I didn't know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll just drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also her friend. Friend with her, oh shit. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Huh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe it's because she's just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Mika. Me? How on earth did that come to that conclusion? Well, I probably wouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine.
Come on.
Sunshine. Shut the fuck up. It's not It's not like any different now than it has been. You've been so funny, Mika. Have you thought that maybe you always seen her as so cheerful? That's because of how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so that you should just forget about what I just said. I'll try to talk to her, and so try not to think about it for now.
I know damn well no girl gets cheerful when they're around.
Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it. I already know that I wouldn't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her heel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she keeps her voice so quiet that I can't hear her voice from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, but to have fun with everyone else? But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Especially how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's something I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri
I'm going to bed.
peeping at me from over her book. But she always looks away just so quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realized that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her. I didn't mean to bother you anything. Relax. You didn't even do anything. But I could tell you that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on the posture and expression. No, not like that. I was just staring or something or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In that case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willing to share in that concern. What the fuck? Of course, there are certainly those who find most comfort in keeping to themselves. If you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I should be glad to listen. But it's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayuri. Sayuri? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. But I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say anything stupid. Something stupid. Oh, fuck. It's not like that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sari and I just have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Maybe perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a bit much. Mika, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind after all? I think that Sari is a very complex person. Her mannerism on the outside doesn't always match the way she is going on the inside of her head. And she may not know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I almost feel concerned for her. In your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayuri? She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. What the fuck? Don't put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are told even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, hold on. Oh, who do you like the most? Fuck. Who do I like the most? I think Yuri, because she talks about suicide. But anyway, alright. Okay, everyone. After some time passed, calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem? It doesn't really matter. Alright, Sayori. Is this your best one so far? It's really nice, Mika. Thanks. Sayori, what have you been... You've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Huh? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little bit tired today. Do you think a nap... Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Mika. I'm still a little surprised. I never thought you would try writing your poem like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try too hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, but I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how poems came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, Mika. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you have fun with everyone else instead, this would have been so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure no one notices. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head, sniffles, and keeps shaking her head. She finally gathers herself and puts a smile. It's nothing, Mika. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry that you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling too good, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori walks out of the classroom humming to herself. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. Doesn't blow me away. But there's nothing I can really hate about it. It's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this is the kind that reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah. I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be able to be on the same wavelength. But she never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, okay, I can do this. How come someone so fluffy spends so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. And do you think of this way? If it weren't for me, she probably would have flied away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight. A sea that sparkles with a brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that wishes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way, thought I had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty seas, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sails. And remember the reasons you're wonderful. When you press your lips to mine, I'll be your beach that washes your worries away. I'll be your beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be your daydream that makes your heart leap. In a way, you thought had left you long ago, but if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Imagine yourself in a frozen forest. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. It's kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So have you decided to write about the beach first, then come up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that, too? Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. Not at the very least, it was just practice. Alright. Well done, Mika. You definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Here's my advice that can be helpful to you. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it makes me feel more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank you, Monica. I think we all felt a little bit weird at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying and sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I really can't disagree. Well, I was afraid this whole time would be a chore, but in a great way to spend personal time with all the girls in the club. I guess it's fun getting to know with everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Mika? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that handwriting is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and you always have the most advice to share. Is that so? Siri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikely of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you think, making a sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and become to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking, being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Ah, motherfucker, it's always about the beach. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under clean blue skies and exposed of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest wood to get lost in is one where everything can be found. The one who can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundation, and will it until you give in? On will a sudden wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastle. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle and yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to a node at the shore. Drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Nutsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences of our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it was no surprise she wanted to do something like that. She's probably wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest about her writing style. I just went with her request. But I suppose it's not so bad to write about something on occasion. It would be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to claim my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Oh, fuck. Okay, Monica. Alright. Hey, Mika. Have you thought about what you want to write to perform, or you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Well, okay, no pressure. But whenever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Oh, give me a second. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sari, like the other ones that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a little bit more time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Nasuki are super interesting people, but you don't have to be afraid to give them their share of time. This guy said he's from Indonesia. From Indonesian. Hello. Alright. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. It's not like I'm approachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Alright then. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, okay? Alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells an old lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all else has turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star, glimmering in the twilight sky until one day the wind ceased to blow. I fall, and fall even more, gentle as feather. A dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and a forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her, and I find no end in her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows that I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount of nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with the breath she knows, she blows back afloat, and I pick up the gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Where's my phone? Oh, not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of my own mind that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put it that much into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we have all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, that's one thing I've noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. People who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a whole lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things that you can work on. It's much more engaging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club. Don't you think? But that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh my god. Okay, you three. We're almost done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. It's just me, or did someone just say something strange just now? Huh? Something just sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't into it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Corrupted.
Yeah.
Is something gonna happen?
I don't know.
Okay. I trust you. In your books, maybe. Look at the only thing that is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, seems that you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? But it's almost like everyone's balance is thrown down a little because she's not around. Where the heck do you... So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Oh no. First of all misunderstandings for my relationship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me all day, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That's curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, you guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide on what everyone will be doing this weekend. I've already know what I'm doing. That's right. Nasuki will be need a lot of them. And a lot of different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Nasuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'll be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Suri will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Nasuki's pouting too. Jeez, Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I can never give Suri enough credit, but I can tell things are harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that might be the case, but it might be I can't be the leader on my own, then I can't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at a desk in focus and stares, nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Mika. You're the one who is truly useless. Ahaha, don't say that. In fact, Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Should probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could also help me out as well. It would be really appreciative. That's... Monica is suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members. How on earth am I gonna respond with a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit help. Even if you don't mind to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a chance or choice, and shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Mika's not like the person to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Therefore, he may be suited to assist with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Oh my god. Sounds like you're just making excuses for Mika too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking, isn't it? That's what you think. Come on, guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Mika to decide who he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in. He literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying that, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Mika, you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Grab dead. You picked Natsuki, right? Last time?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to pick a number 1, 2, 3. 2. You said 2?
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta hang out with Monica. Unless, I should really check on Sayori.
That is up to you.
Yeah, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Miss Mika was the one who, that doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I should have saved.
Why?
I should have saved the 3 choices so I can go back to it. Oh, it's already too late. Monica, you wouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are having ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know? We wouldn't do much of a good job if you make us work alone. That may be true. Think of the club, Monica. If you want our resources to succeed, we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So what are you gonna do? So are you gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Mika to help one of you two. So, guess that's what we'll do. Okay, there we go. This is where I'll save. I think this is it for today. I'll just leave it off in this. Ever? Yeah.